We lose Jared now for the rest of the season. What adjustments do you have to make?
Well, we don't have any to make. Really. We'll start Brandon. I guess that would be the adjustment. I'm sure we'll play more small ball right now unless we get another big from somewhere. But that's who we are.
Any chance of Fab getting any minutes here?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, we're going to activate him. But, there's guys in front of him, so we'll see.
You mentioned small ball. This is a team we're playing tonight that kind of likes to play small ball, has been forced into playing small ball themselves with Davis out now. Do you embrace that and play it with him?
Well, I think that's who we're going to be at the end of the day. You think about the Miami game, the whole second half, that's what we were for the most part, with Jeff at the 4 or Paul, whoever you want to call the 4. So we'll definitely have to play that way.
Spread the floor, more threes, extend the defense, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, more threes, more quicker twos, who knows. Just to spread the floor with more scoring on the floor.
Can you recall being challenged like this, having two major players go down within 3 or 4 days of each other?
Well, I did, but the major players wasn't the major players. That was back when we lost all those in a row. You remember we lost Wally and Paul and Al in 4 games. But this is a little different.
Well, the doctor needs all his medical training to heal this team, and I don't mean to make light of that situation with injury, but as you look at the Celtic roster now, already he was talking about other players handling the basketball, how they were going to play, and you heard Gorman and Doc talking about style as well. There's a name on the upper right, Sam, Fab Melo. They're going to need a big body. KG needs help. Is Melo up to the task?
Well, I'd say Chris Wilcox. Doc says some guys in front of him, but I think at some point, you look at what he did in D-League. He was doing pretty well in D-League. He had a stellar college career. He can block some shots, rebound, but he brings a big body. And you know what? And Isaiah knows this. The only way to learn and to find out if these guys really can play is put them in the game. You got to put them under that pressure of the NBA game, playing against other teams, playing against other NBA players. What he did in D-League was great. That's to keep your conditioning and play a little bit, get some experience. But again, you're not going to find out what these guys are made of. And guess what? He may struggle. I remember a guy in San Antonio, Splitter. When he first came over, he struggled, looked bad. People were thinking he can't play in the league now. But there's not a team right now that wouldn't take Splitter on their basketball team. So he's going to struggle some. But you know what? What Doc's going to want to see and what those other players are going to want to see is that fight. You can struggle, but as long as you fight and keep picking yourself up and keep going hard, then your game will come if you have the talent.
And I think they have that fight and pride, obviously, as an organization.
Most definitely, and they have a coach that will fight, and they have players on the team that will fight. And Melo will feel good about being in that locker room and being out on the floor with them, even though he will make mistakes and he will be allowed to make mistakes because he's going to have to grow. So this is a good opportunity for them to find out if he can or if he can't.